loves to play the pick. Haven't necessarily seen all of the success, though, as that is an Azir. Doesn't exactly spark all of the joy for me, personally.
Yeah, we've seen Azir do pretty well in the Trist, all things considered. You know, typically that was a counter matchup back in the past, but not willing to let the grubs go.
Yeah, level 6 has been hit here by Ona, though, as there's the Zenith Blade. Pletter actually going in, grasping roots, comes down as Ona is the focus, but Faker's already dived in. That's the first blood, and it goes to Tristana, gets the reset there.
That would be an entirely different situation. Isn't able to use that ultimate for the self-heal, and because Pletter went in aggressively, weren't able to do anything to help Sponge. Yehu doesn't have his ult as well, so once the cooldowns were unavailable, we just saw Sponge go down and Guma gonna pick up. Oh, he actually missed one.
Oh, missed one. Savage, be able to get through.
You can see Ono looking at challenge on the Raptors there. He's really starting to take over in this matchup and pull a bit of a lead now.
Oh yeah, this is really dangerous. Grasping Root's going to get double value, but I don't know whether it even matters. Stranglethorns comes in, the knockup comes down. Dawning Shadow and Faker gets in there. Now Yehu just trying to get himself out. The Emperor's Divide did absolutely nothing.
It's a really nice play from T1 there.
Yeah.
And they're continuing to apply the pressure. They're now going to look to get 6 Void Grubs. And
6 Grubs is, that's going to be very difficult to deal with, especially with Zeus sitting in a side lane so much. Faker as well, his split push is so dangerous.
Yep, such a big threat. And it definitely feels like DRX. There's a significant goal lead built up now. It's 12 minutes, 2,500, but now they're looking for Carrier to answer back.
Yep, potential dive here as there is the flash attempt onto Sponge, but they haven't picked up the turret aggro just yet, and he's used everything. Frog able to avoid as now Carrier should be going down here. Mystic shots, it's going to be able to be Teddy picking up the kill. And Frog seems to be okay for the moment, although he's not out of the woods just yet. Oh god, this must be so scary for the little Skarner, or the lawnmower, or the terrifying large Skarner. Whatever it is, he is in a whole host of trouble. Gumayusi does not want to be tanking this one as the Impale goes wide, and that means they can pounce on in and grab the kill. Oh no, correct.
So really smart from Sponge to bait that out. They're now in trouble.
And after flashes, yeah, walls don't really mean too much here for Frog, and finally the Stranglethorns gets them. Push Carrier away, and Carrier not really even noticing that Teddy exists here in this lane. Should be the outer turret in mid lane just going down. Not a whole lot that DRX could do about it.
And you know, I'm going to be honest, if it's Teddy there, so I think it's just the right call to let it go. That low HP tower isn't really helping.
Unless it's lore, in which case that can't be, as good buffer there from Faker, but he can't buffer the next one. There's the Flash Emperor's Divide. That's the kitchen sink, ladies. Teleport is going to be used here. That's going to bring Yehu over, unless it was just interrupted by Carrier, in which case he's not going to be there to join. Frog does find himself the Impale, as Dawning Shadow is going to be what locks down the kill onto the Skarner in the end. Teddy trying to get some autos down, as my goodness, Sponge, he's not even able to take the dragon without costing it his life. As now, yeah, he will go down. Faker takes a lot of damage, though, and those plants need to be respected. Carrier now doesn't have a lot of damage, and so Yehu, they're just fighting over the honey fruit. Oh, this is a battle for the ages. Carrier, I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win. The Nautilus is just too strong as he takes down the pigeon, and look at that guy.
I feel like maybe a year or two ago, this might have surprised us, but this is just Carrier.
It is. And we've seen them in these game states so many times before. We know that they're like a well-oiled machine when it comes to just making sure they from your Skarner.
I love how they're defending this tower so heavily when it's an Azir tower.
Wait, who's defending who? Like, Solar Flare going to connect here onto Carriers. Over the wall goes Frog, finds the Ram. There is the Impale, and they take down the Nautilus.
I don't believe they'll do this, but being that it's T1, I think they'll probably start the Baron.
That may happen. True Shot Barrage was a decent.
And he's left alone to defend the tower. It's going to go so fast.
Yeah, he does have a True Shot Barrage, but it's not going to be able to save this turret, and that is just going to explode. Teddy able to Arcane Shift. Nothing for this. It could be an absolute catastrophe. Faker gets rammed into the wall, but it doesn't really seem to matter because the Impale doesn't land. There's the ulti onto Pletter, though. He goes in. DRX now have rebuilt the Phalanx as the spear is going to miss. But T1 have just said, we'll just keep you at arm's length. We'll just throw out what we can find without hard committing. Is never mind. Gumayusi has to cleanse, and there's Teddy. Grabs the Trinity Force proc and takes down the pit. Yeah, Ona's going to take a while to get over here. I think this Baron is going to go over to DRX. But what is going to happen? Like, I think, you know, Faker, if he had been given another opportunity, would have probably opted to just stay there towards that bottom side. Whether it does work out here. As plants coming on out, trying to be frustrating. Pletter goes in, gets the rocket jump out of Faker. Should give Teddy some free time with this outer turret, and they will be able to at least...
And they're going to get the Dragon as well. So mid tier 1 going down obviously is nice. DRX now going to take this tier 2.
Yeah, they should.
Hoping for their sake they don't lose anything more in the bot lane, but Skarner just throws boulders and clears the wave, so I think he's okay.
He is going to
DRX.
Yeah, a little bit of a ruckus as DRX are just going to double down. They're going to grab this inner turret in the mid lane. Zeus will be able to pick up the inhibitor.
He doesn't have a wave, so
yeah,
I guess they're just saying that's all he can do.
Well, Faker's going to try and push Frog away. True Shot Barrage hitting the wave mostly. Gumayushi, oh my goodness, Teddy looked at him and he takes so much damage here. That is going to be this inner turret falling down as well. And DRX, when it comes to the demolition, which is what they wanted to get.
DRX sensed this. You know, they saw him take the blast cone. They're moving more aggressively now. Yeah,
Teddy once again taking a lot of damage as Faker down to 50%. Same can be said for Teddy though. Really has to stand in this backline. There is the Drakes to come on over here. Teddy over the wall. They maybe think, oh, there he is. He goes in. Gumayushi has to flash. And Sponge still here threatening. Depth charge going to be used on the Zyra, and they just burst down the Baron. Zeus is also just kind of winning the game casually by himself here as well. And DRX, I think they were stuck between a whole lot of different, very difficult decisions, and Spear is going to connect. Platter is executed. Sponge, he throws down the Stranglethorns, but then he has to flash out of there. And I think this is the beginning of the end for DRX. Yahoo! There are a lot of plates spinning right now, but there's also a lot that are just lying strewn on the ground. They weren't able to keep up with all of them as T1 were just throwing too many decisions their way. Zeus, I don't know what that one was about, but he's got a GA, so he may as well dive underneath Nexus turrets, and he almost takes them all out as he does so. Onto the fountain goes Sponge, and he'll just have to watch as T1 finishes off the Nexus. DRX made him work for it, but didn't really feel